Hi guys, two of my solar movers have stopped working. This one hasn't worked for quite a long time, and this one stopped working after it fell off the shelf. And I'm hoping it's just broken wires in both of them, so I shall take them apart and see if I can fix them. I'm not sure if they are actually glued in or just a good tight fit. Oh, well there we go. That's quite easy what's wrong with that one. I'll get a close up on it in a minute, but that's the edge of the solar panel where it's fallen and broken. It's chipped right off, right where the solder connection is. Yeah, not much doubt about that. That little bit just there is the corner of the solar panel. Now the question is there any chance of being able to scrape the surface off and make a new contact? I have actually got another one of these panels anyway, which I could just replace it with, but I'll just see if I can scrape some of the surface paint off, get down to the whatever we call it underneath, and resolder it. Heat up my soldering iron and have a go. While we're waiting for the soldering iron to warm up, just in case you haven't looked inside one of these before or haven't seen somebody else's video on the subject, we've got the solar panel, which is a very small one. Then we've got a little circuit board which has very little to it. It has a black blob which has the circuitry in it. We have a capacitor, and then those two solder tags go onto this very thin wire which you probably can't even see. And they go to that nice coil of wire. So solar panel charges up the capacitor, and then the circuitry allows the capacitor to discharge through the coil. And when it does that, that creates a magnetic field. And on the bottom of the mechanism here we've got a nice magnet, which is obviously attracted or repelled by the coil. And that causes it to try and, yeah, I think it's probably repelled, and that causes it to try and move out the way, which makes our little fella, who we can't see because the camera's laying on its side, causes him to rock about. In fact, if I hold that about there, you can see the magnet inside there swing about. This is just, let's see if we're lucky. Because I've got nothing to lose. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it does work, then I'm lucky. I was really lucky the other day. I did manage to get one of these to take. It's the sort of flux you need, really. Mine's just making a mess. I'll see if I can find some different flux. apart from the fact I've stuck it to my desk by heating directly onto it, I think we might be lucky. We might have just got a little bit to catch. So we'll put him back together and see if it works. Right, that's pushed him back together. Let's try my light. There we go. So he's happy. So one down. Yeah, that was the solder I used. Sorry, the flux that I used. This is really old. It's my plumbing flux. So whether it helped or not I don't know, but the ordinary resin core flux in this solder wasn't doing it. Now we'll have a look at the lady. Aha! Well, let's go on close-up mode. I don't know if that's visible, but we got a little bug in there. Whether that's what's caused a problem, I've no idea. It potentially could have shorted things out. I'll get rid of that anyway. But I can see we got a loose wire. So whether that bug managed to break it, trying to struggle free. But that's our next little task, try and fix the wire. That piece of wire there needs to go to just there. So we need to try and get the insulation off the end of the wire, because this wire is insulated, and tap it back on there. If I use a bit of blue tack or white tack as I've got here to hold it still, so I can try and work on it. Let's see if I can get a bit of solder onto the end of this. If you're lucky, just holding it in hot solder is enough to clear the insulation off the end of it. Right, tweezers. That's better. Okay, that's that bit of wire out of the way. Alright. Okay, that's in place. There we are, back together. Oh yes, they're happy. Close-up of the culprit. A rather dead-looking bug. And that's what was inside the witch. Oh, gone. Still, there we go, gents. That was fun.